So, what does music mean to you?
Ooh, music is so much to me. It means life. It means a flow. Um, Music gives a cadence to everything that I do. Um, Music is my heritage, and growing up in Detroit, which is the Motor City, Motown, I was surrounded by music. So music starts my day, music ends my day. Um, Music is a part of my prayer life. Music is everything, everything. It provides a flow for me. And everything that I do, even in my thought processes, music just adds a little color and life. I look at music as almost like a painting that's being um, portrayed, and it gives a story, even if there's no words to it. The sound of music is beautiful. God gave everything, He created a sound. And so, regardless of what that sound is, it can be considered music in different perspectives.
So, that leads me to my next question, which is how does music affect your day to day life?
Well, and I guess I kind of answered that in the first one, but day to day, I get up in the morning and I turn on some type of music. It may be worship instrumental, it may be various gospel artists. I love jazz. I love R&B, some R&B. Um, I really, really, really like jazz. Jazz kind of speaks to me in a sense. I love Caribbean music. So depending on how I rise and what I'm feeling, I usually start with worship and then I'll enter into other parts of music during my day. When I'm having a hectic day, I may have a hectic client, I may have a hectic case. I turn on some music just to calm me. And usually in the car when I'm riding, I'll play music. So music is pretty much integrated in every part of my day, every part of my life.
What first got you interested in music?
Ooh, I grew up in a musical family. My cousins, my parents, my sisters, brothers, we were all introduced to music at an early age. And as I mentioned previously, I grew up in Detroit, lived there most of my life. And so I was introduced to um, Motown. I would uh, attend different concerts, and my mother, she's very musical, has a great musical background, and so she made sure that that was always a part of my life. I would attend choir rehearsals. She was in the choir. And so as a baby, I was hearing music. I may not have understood it, but she told me that I used to sing. I would get up and start my day singing. And I could barely talk, but I could sing. So music was introduced to me early. And then elementary school, I remember being able to choose an instrument, and I chose violin. So I played violin at a concert level until I graduated high school. So over a span of about 9 years, I also learned piano, and I have vocal training, and I attended a creative arts type school also. So really, music has been a part of who I am. You might as well say music is a part of who I am. Music is a part of my heritage, and I impart that to my children and my family.
What is it about music that makes you feel passionate?
Um, Music gives life. Music can set an atmosphere. You know, music can set a tone. It can um, it can control emotions. And so I'm passionate about music because um, music is something that is in the eye of the beholder. You know, there's different genres, and you have rock, you have rhythm and blues, you have jazz, you have gospel. So music can speak to anybody, and that's what I love. It's a universal language, and regardless of what your background is, regardless of where you come from, music can bring people together. Um, One reason why I love praise and worship is because through music and through the Word of God, we bring people closer to God. And so God created us to worship Him. We were all created to worship God and give Him adoration. So through music, I'm passionate about it, especially in the worship realm, is because it gives the opportunity for me to really be intimate with God and then also bring others into that experience. It's not about performance, so to speak, but it's a part of being a part of a great experience and feeling the presence of God. And all you need to do is just be willing and open, and your heart be open to hear. And then once you hear, it kind of breaks down most barriers in most atmospheres.
Are there any instructors that helped you in your musical ministry journey?
Oh yes, my mom. Well, she was my first instructor. She was our youth choir director. So she helped me a lot. My vocal coach in Detroit, Dr. Sneed, Mr. Sykes, Melvin Terry. That was my first instructor with my high school gospel choir. And Fred Hammond. I attended a ministry where he was our minister of music. He really changed how I worshiped, and he showed me the depths that I can go, and how you can just really revel in the presence of God. He pulled down the barriers for me, and so he was very, very, very instrumental in my worship life and my first tangible experience in worship with God, with the presence of God. Trying to think of others. Phil Driscoll was also another. I was able to attend different workshops, and he was integral in also tapping into from the music perspective, and he helped me with violin just as a musician, and so he was awesome. Jonathan Phillips, he's been awesome also. So those are people that I admire. Those are people that have imparted, and those are people that have great gifts that I've received transfers from in some point or time in my life.
What is it that you want people to take away when you minister?
The love of God and who God is. It's awesome to be able to sing and have a gift to sing and to minister, but moving myself aside and really showing who God is, being able to present God to someone that may not know Him, present God to someone that may be hurting, present God to someone that may just need a word for the day to just get them through their day or through the next task or through their life. And so in ministry, I love to exhort, I love to build up, I love to show love, I love to let individuals know who they are and who God is to them, and then show them an example of how they can be free to worship, free to give God all that they have, And through word or song or dance, I've done all. So I've been a part of dance ministry, I've been a part of worship ministry, I've been a part of arts. So through all of that, regardless of what capacity I'm worshiping or ministering in, God is the forefront, God is the center. And that's what my focus is to point individuals to God.
What would you say are your ministry strengths?
My ministry strengths are connection. It's funny because I just did a strength finder for myself in a professional capacity, and one of my strengths was connectedness. And so, relating. I'm a relator, and I'm a connective person. So, and bringing positivity, that was another one. So just empowering, enlightening, being an advocate for those that may not be strong enough, those that may not know, those that need direction. I believe those are my strengths. I'm a peacemaker, and I've always wanted everyone to be successful. I want anyone that I encounter, I want them to leave me feeling better than they did when they came to me. So just building individuals up.
What does music mean to you?
Music is everything to me. For as long as I can remember being a very small girl, music got me through a lot of things in my life, a lot of tough times in my life, singing. First of all, you can edit, is that right? Okay, good. But music means everything to me. It's a big part of my life.
How does music affect your day to day?
I don't get my day started without music. From praise and worship to just throughout my day, happy, sad, frustrated, annoyed, music is what gets me through. I cannot function without it. And I don't say that lightly because I cannot function without music.
What first got you interested in music?
Like I said, from a little girl, I had a cousin who sang all the time, sang to me. So naturally I would grow up and, how do I put it? Wanting to be like her. However, it took on another role in my life. It became more than just me singing. It became my ministry.
What is it about music that makes you feel passionate?
Music that makes me feel passionate. I don't know. Can we skip that one?
Are there any instructors that helped you in your musical ministry journey?
I will say my cousin, well, actually two of my cousins. One actually was a big part of my life as far as like raising me. The other was actually the choir director in my the church that I grew up in. So they were big influences in my life. And like I said, it went from me singing to it just being it becoming my ministry. This is my life. If I don't sing or minister music or something, I know when I need to minister, or when I need to engulf myself in music. It changes my mood completely.
What is it that you want people to take away when you minister?
When I minister, I want people to take away whatever they need. Everybody is not in here needing the same thing at the same time. So as I put my relationship with God on display, what God gives me, I want it to come out and reach the people. So whether they need deliverance for something, whether they need healing in their bodies, maybe someone's going through a tough time in their marriage or business, whatever they need, I want that to come out of me. So no one specific thing, it's just whatever's needed.
What would you say are your strengths in ministry?
My strengths in ministry, listening to God. Because honestly, I mean, without listening to Him, you don't know what you're hitting. It's like hit or miss when you're in your own flesh. But when you're under the anointing of God and listening to Him and flowing with Him, then that's when you're successful. So being able to hear God and flow with Him, that's my strength.
What does music mean to you?
Music means to me a universal sound that everyone can relate to.
How does music affect your day to day?
Music affects me day to day. Whatever I'm going through, I can always find a song to bless my heart.
What first got you interested in music?
Wow. I would say at the age of 2, with my 2 uncles that used to bang on pots and pans, and I would sing.
What is it about music that makes you feel passionate?
To have a passion for God because He's the one that gave me the gift, that's where I go for it.
Are there any instructors that helped you in your musical ministry journey?
Wow. Yes, too many that I can't even name all of them. First God, because He anointed me to do it, and then my mom, family, friends, and groups that I've sung with in churches. And not to forget Numa Christian Center.
What is it that you want people to take away when you minister?
It's a sacred moment when you have that presence when God is in the room and nobody else is there but you and Him.
What would you say are your strengths in ministry?
My strengths is I always try to keep a smile on my face even though sometimes things get crazy, and we'll just go right on through. Just press on through.
What does music mean to you?
Oh, all music means your past, your present, and your future. Things that's going on at the time. Some music can make you think of something that happened in the past. Some music is like right now. Worship means everything to me. So if I'm playing music that I'm worshiping God, that's get me right now in the moment. And then many times it can lead me to my future, have me thinking bigger and better things.
How does music affect your day to day?
Some music put me to sleep. Some music boosts me up, give me hype, give me crunk. Some music just mellows me out. So it affects me a lot.
What is it about music that attracts you?
The words. What is it saying? What is it negative? Automatically turn off. But if it's positive, I take the time to listen to the lyrics more so than it has a good beat. What is it saying?
What is it that you look for when a music minister is ministering?
The heart. I look for, are they just saying the words, or are they living the lifestyle?
Directly into the camera.
Look right here.
Okay. Hey.
You cute. Okay.
I'm so cute.
What does music mean to you?
Music means I'm happy. Music soothes me, comforts me. I just love music. I love listening to it. I love singing it. Music is good. It's all good.
How does music affect your day to day?
Well, I try to start the day after all my other things I do in the morning. Try to keep music on. Music kind of keeps me even keeled in my temperament. So it's a big part of my life. I listen to it all the time. And even though it's in the background, it helps, keeps me focused on things I need to do, things I need to accomplish.
What first got you interested in music?
Well, my mom was the first one that got me interested in music. She would take piano lessons when I was a little kid, and she would always bring me into the living room where she was playing and practicing and have me sing along so she could keep the tempo. You know, we didn't have them metronome things, but that's what got me interested in music.
What is it about music that makes you feel passionate?
The words of the song, the tempo, the flow of the music, that makes me feel passionate. I generally am very dogmatic about the kind of music I like. If the music doesn't speak to me, or if the music is not real to me, meaning it represents something that I'm about or I believe, I can't listen to it and I can't hear it. So I'm real dogmatic about what I listen to.
Are there any instructors that have helped you in your musical ministry journey?
Not so much instructors as it has been singers, more so. CeCe Winans, Yolanda Adams, Donnie McClurkin and some. Those are three major people. Tremaine Hawkins, I'm going way back dating myself. Tremaine Hawkins, very instrumental in what I listen to.
What is it that you want people to take away when you minister?
When I minister, I want people to hear my heart. Because like I said, if the song doesn't minister or represent what I believe or what I think or to be true, I can't sing it. So I only minister songs that reflect my heart, my beliefs, and that's what I want people to see when I minister. I want them to see my heart. I want them to know my heart, because what I'm singing is what I'm living.
What would you say are your strengths in ministry?
My strength in ministry is administration, order. I'm real particular about the flow of ministry. So that's my strong suit of seeing how we need to flow with particular songs when we're gathering our songs to sing, how we need to flow within that song. That's my strong suit.